morning, everybody. Dr. Sweat coming to you. I'm just sitting on a ball right now. You do not need a ball today. You do not need anything but a floor. Preferably a mat. If not a mat, a rug. If not a rug or a mat, then you got to do it on the floor. Maybe even put some towels down. You can lay on those. Everything we do today is going to be body weight only. No weights, no tubing, no resistance whatsoever. But you can if you want to. If you have some light hand weights, some 1s, 2s, 3s, 5s, maybe probably no more than 5. Because a lot of things we're going to be doing, we'll have our arms extended. There'll be some things we do, use the elbows and knees. But the longer the levers, the more the core work. In other words, if my arm is here, it may be 50% intensity. This may make it 100% intensity, okay? Think of it that way, or level 5, level 10, something like that. When you're doing things like twists and things like that, remember when you get into the twist and you squeeze the most, that's where the breath should come in. Okay, like you're saying something that begins with the letter H or Spanish J. But we'll get to that momentarily when we go through the warm-up. We will do a little bit of a warm-up to loosen up the back, the core, the shoulders, etc. before we go to the floor. When we go to the floor, we will start face down. So either face down or on all fours. We'll mix it up a little bit with everything where you're in what's called the prone position. In other words, palm down, or in this case, face down toward the floor. Supine is on your back. We'll get to that last for the last like 5 minutes or so of the workout, and we'll knock out as much as we can there. Remember, we're doing 20 exercises in 10 minutes. That's it. 20 exercises in 10 minutes. You can always add a little bit of a warm-up, which is what we'll do today. We'll add some stretching at the end, which we'll do today. And you should always do that. Stretching is not only good for flexibility, but it's also good for what's called tensile strength. How much a joint can handle before it breaks down. Or, you end up with strains or sprains of ligaments and tendons or things like that. Joint instability. Let's just call that in a nutshell. So when you're doing this, remember your breathing. Remember your neck alignment. None of this. You don't want to pull your chin into your chest because it sounds like that. And you're cutting off air to the brain. And there's too much of that going on in the world right now. So keep your chin, what we used to call apple distance from your chest. Okay? So even when you're coming up into a crunch, when we do some of those, make sure you always keep your chin in, away from your chest. Okay, and we'll get to that. And I'll explain to you more as we go. There'll be a lot of lower ab work going on here today also, which is also going to hit your hip flexors. A lot of people don't know, but your hip flexors start at the femur, the thigh bone, come up through the pelvic area and attach to the lower 5 vertebrae or lumbar of the spine. Gonna move this guy out of the way now. So make sure that you're doing exactly what you need to do to stay as safe as possible, because your core is pretty much everything. If your core is strong, there's almost nothing you can't do when it comes to fitness. Okay, whether it's arm work, leg work, shoulder work, you can do all of that if your core is strong enough to handle it, because your core supports everything you do. They supported me just doing that because I felt my abs tighten up when I did that. I did a little bit of a crunch. So I'm already one step ahead of you. Sorry about that. But we'll get started just with a little warm up. If you need anything like a sip of water, get it now, because once we get rolling, we're rolling till we finish rocking. You'll see what I mean at the end. Here we go. Oh yeah. You know we have to have a little bounce to the music. So just for the warm-up, alternate the knees. Remember, the higher you can get those knees, and you'll hear more of that when we get to the floor, the higher you get those knees, the more you're working into number 7 and 8 in your 6-pack. You can even start bringing the knees over. And remember that breathing. Elbows are optional, but it's almost like I'm kayaking, which is fantastic, pretty much whole body work, but definitely core. So I'm moving my arms as if I'm kayaking, or in a canoe and only have one paddle, going down some rapids, whitewater rafting, then start bringing the knees out wider. Your option, hands on the waist or elbows to take it up a notch. How about this? 2 and 2. You can practice without touching the floor. Between the first and second one, core strength is also the key to good balance. You can do that. 4 more sets of those. 2 more sets of those. Now just start twisting to your right and left. Oh yeah. Really try getting those elbows all the way to the front of your body. Knees are soft, abdomen and buns tight. And yes, buns, glutes are part of your core. Everything through here, front and back, is part of your core. Lumbar, lower back, part of your core. Hips in the highest part of your inner thighs, part of your core. Oh yeah. 8 more. 6, 4, 3, start leaning right and left. The option is like we did before, slicing the arms. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah. I'm kind of touching the fingertips together in between. Really getting the full effect of that slice. Warming up the back, the shoulders, triceps. Triceps can take a beating when you're doing things face down because a lot of things you're doing, you're either in plank or push-up position if you're not laying fully on the floor. We'll get to all of that in just a couple of minutes. Let's take it to a down stretch, 2 hands down the middle and straight up. Down the middle. Now my feet are still wide on purpose because I'm reaching through the legs. I'll show you from a side view. Reach through, squeeze up. Reach through, squeeze up. Oh yeah. Oh, that feels good. You can always go faster if you need to. Couple more, couple more, couple more. 1 more. And you can start positioning yourself on the floor. I got the timer right here. I hope the music's not too loud. I hope you can hear me. I think you can. I try to keep it about the same level each time. But when you come down to the mat or floor, I may say mat sometimes, I may say floor sometimes. Forgive me if it's, I hope it doesn't get confusing. Starting off, timer is on. You're on all fours, gonna push and pull just the left leg. Buns, abs, buns, abs. Palms are down, body is neutral with the back. Yeah. And sometimes, like we're doing today, we did this leg for about 30 seconds. Guess what? Switch legs. Try to keep your foot flexed if you can, like you're pushing your heel backwards. Yeah. So you're hitting the butt and the abdomen. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, 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 yeah. One more. And from here, just stretch the left leg out and touch the knee with your right hand. So you're touching left knee, right hand. Yeah, baby. Come on. Yeah. Really push it. One more. Other side. Let's go. Touch and reach. Remember, as you're bringing that knee in, you want to exhale. Right there. Take it down to a plank. Elbows, toes. Nothing else touching the floor. If you need it easier, bring the elbows more under you. Harder, push the elbows farther out. If you feel pressure in your lower back, raise your butt about an inch or so. Other than that, you're just holding and feeling it. Nice. Back up to push-up position. Toes and hands. Not elbows this time. Uh-oh. Just hold the push-up position. You can do push-ups if you want to, but the target here is the abdomen. Woo! Not to mention chest, shoulders. Oh yeah. One foot comes in, the other, other. Now I'm showing you the easiest way right now. It's like doing a slow mountain climber, but I'm on my knees. Bringing those knees up as far as you can. Lay it down, Superman, alternate. Right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. You lift, lower, lift, lower. Yeah. Very good for the lower back, as well as the buns and abs. Both at the same time, everything. Try to hold it, squeeze. Non-moving exercises are called isometric. Woo! Yeah. Buns, lower back, pretty much whole back. Abs are tight. From here, you can turn it over. Yay! From here, bicycle. Hands behind the head, opposite elbow, opposite knee. Head is off the floor. From here, touch the left knee with the right hand with the left. Option to take it faster. Alternating the hand behind the head. Primarily hitting the upper part of your abdomen with this. A little bit of frontal oblique. With a side oblique, try to touch the ankles. Be careful of your neck here. If your neck starts bothering you, you can do this with your hands behind the head. Remember to keep your distance, chin from chest, about apple distance. lower abs. You can support putting your hands under your lower back, thrusting the knees in. You can also relax your neck with your head on your floor or mat or towel. My hands are under my lower back. You can use a towel under your lower back. From here, one leg up, left hand only to right foot only. Now, if you want to hit the inner thighs more, turn your toes out, away from you, so you can touch the instep of your foot. Switch legs, switch arms. Remember, it's better if the legs and arms are fully extended. If you have to bend either slightly, that's okay. Hands out, extended. Drop the knees to the right, knees to the left. This is also very good at the end to do very slowly to stretch out the lower back. Oh yeah, and working that core constantly. Take them down as low as you can on each side, staying in control. Extend the hands and act like you're trying to stand up. Throwing the hands toward the feet, but only coming up halfway all day. Yeah, yeah. Oh. Ah. 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 Oh. Hug them, rock them. Like you're trying to sit up. I put some lotion on these lovely legs, so my hands are slipping a little. Woo! Can't be ashing up the screen. Extend one leg only, both hands to the right leg. So you're kind of working your upper and lower when you do stuff like this. Woo. Switch legs. Try not to let that heel touch the floor. It means you gotta kind of squeeze the butt a little bit. And what's wrong with that? Come up to a seated position and twist. Oh my God, that's been 10 minutes already. We've done 20 exercises. You can get a bonus in while I talk, which is simply kind of leaning back, called Russian twist. Keep that going while I chat a little bit. Woo! Every day, nothing wrong with doing just a little something. For some of you who haven't done core work in a while, you're probably gonna feel that all week. Some way, shape, or form, whether it's coughing, sneezing, which you shouldn't be doing, especially outside. Please be careful. Reaching for something, go down and pick something up, be like, I really feel that. Reaching up for something, I really feel that. Moving something from here to here, twisting, I really feel that. While you're cooking, while you're cleaning, whatever it is you do in life, make sure, a little fun there, don't worry about that. Make sure you're always thinking about your body. You're in the kitchen, use your countertop, sneak some push-ups in. They're inclined, that just means they won't tire you out as fast. So guess what that means? You can do more, okay? When you're sweeping, twist that body, squeeze the butt. Tighten that butt up when you push through with the broom or the rake. If it gets, we ever get the chance to go outside and do some gardening. That lower hand, you got a what they call a flip grip. Squeeze that butt as you push under. Twist that core. Just doing regular yard work, okay? Picking up weeds, squat. Or picking up old grass, squat. Picking up something this way, lunge. But maybe hold the lunge longer. Stay down in that position an extra second. Every little thing like that can make a difference. You can turn 100 calories burned into 200 calories burned just by doing little things like that. In other words, 100% more can be added, can be done just by pushing yourself a little bit. Going through that workout, 20 exercises, 10 minutes. You can do this every single day, and we will continue to do this every single day throughout the month of April. Really hoping that we get to open things back up on May 1st, which is a Friday. What a weekend that's gonna be. Woo, I hope that happens. Anyway, keep in mind, tomorrow, the day after we do the floor work, we will always do some light hand weight work. So if you have anything from 1s to 3s to 5s to 8s, probably no higher than that for what we're gonna be doing. A lot of things with the arms extended, a few things with balance, twisting, crunching, all of that's gonna be happening always in the order that I put on the invite or the event that I'm doing here with the DrSweats appointments. And thank you so much for your support and feedback. Really appreciate that. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to. On YouTube, it's called DrSweats, no space. DrSweats with an S. Okay, make sure you get that S in there. So, on behalf of not only myself, but the Center of Elgin, where I'm the fitness supervisor there, and we're trying and hoping and praying that everything gets right as quickly as possible. Hopefully we can get you back into the Center of Elgin. We got a great, great, great staff. Love all those guys and what they bring to the table. I mean, we have everything from mindful meditation to my courageous rounds, where we're doing a little bit of kickboxing, core work, weight work, insane cardio. And that class is 52 exercises in 52 minutes nonstop. So everything we're doing there is 1 minute. What you just went to today and what you're doing every day with these DrSweats appointments, 20 exercises, 10 minutes. But it's a good way of showing you how to keep it going. Hopefully you got something out of this. If you have any questions, email me, comment on the page if you like. I don't have rights to any of this music. I'm gonna take you through a stretch though before I forgot to do that. Don't wanna leave that part out because this is my guys and me. So go ahead and bring this arm across. Woo! Hope the heart rate has come down a little bit. You can either be sitting right now, you can be standing right now, your choice. But I know some of you kept going beyond that 10 minutes with those Russian twists. You might have did a minute or two of those things, and that's perfectly fine. Whatever you can handle. One thing to remember, a lot of people say, how many of something should I do? Do them till you can't do another one. And if you can do a whole lot of them, then that weight you're using is too light. Now, if you're doing body weight, that's different. But if you're using weights, do as many as you can with that weight. Now, if you can do 20 of something with a weight, it's probably too light. Not if you want to see some changes in your body by summertime. Okay? Open up for the chest and shoulders and biceps. Rotating those palms. I'm not only playing drums on this one, that's me singing too. I'm gonna turn that up a little bit. Sound pretty good. Haven't heard this in a while. stings fragile. And I know everybody's saying disclaimer, so no, I don't have own the rights to the music. And this is just for recreation and entertainment purposes only. Yeah, that's it. Really open up the chest, the entire core, literally arching the back a little bit, looking up at the ceiling. You should feel the entire abdomen and rib cage area stretching. It's up to you if you want to still keep flipping the arms, you can. Very good for your internal and external rotators in the shoulders. Then for the back, push the hands down. I'm going to bring the back of my hands together, push them straight down. Really tucking the butt under. Nice, easy breathing. And notice the knees are soft. Every time you take a breath, you want to try to go a little bit lower into that stretch. Really feel your entire back, especially your lower here. Then we're going to bring our hands to the thighs, slide them down to the knees as we go cat-cow. Sticking the butt out, keeping the head level. And then going into the cat stretch, rounding the back, pushing up through the navel. One more time, back to cat-cow. Arching the back, sticking the butt out, keeping the head up. One more time into the cat stretch. From there, bring your feet closer together and take it all the way down to a pike. If you want to add intensity to this stretch, you can grab the back of the legs or back of the knees. Usually probably better down toward the ankle. And bring your head as close as possible toward the knees. Feel the back of the legs really stretching here. Slowly bring it up, all the way up into a full inhale. One more time, guys. Nice big deep breath. I do wish you the best, and I wish you the best of health. With everything that's going on right now, everybody, please be careful. If you have to leave the house at all right now, put a mask on, okay? We'll see you tomorrow, 10 a.m. sharp.